ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। ॐ समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ नर्मदायै नमो प्रातः नर्मदायै नमो निशि नमस्ते नर्मदे देवी त्राहि मां भवसागरात्। आदौ ब्रह्माण्डखण्डे त्रिभुवनविवरे कल्पदा सा कुमारी मध्याह्ने शुद्धरेवा वहति सुरनदी वेदकण्ठोपकण्ठैः श्रीकण्ठे कन्यारूपा ललितशिवजटा शङ्करी ब्रह्मशान्तिः सा देवी वेदगङ्गा ऋषिकुलतरिणी नर्मदा मां पुनातु। Hari Om, salutations to all. Welcome to this season 3, talk 2. So, last time I had covered up to the point where I had reached Garudeshwar, Nareshwar, and little ahead of that. So, one of the things that happens in this Narmada Parikrama is that we are on the move continuously. So the body is very amazing that how we spend the energies of the body, eat little, don't starve oneself, but eat little, walk continuously, remember Bhagavan's name. So this body, breath, mind alignment happens very nicely through this parikrama. And the energies that one spends ensures that the mind is not very restless in meditation. And the more the mind becomes quieter in meditation in the morning, evening when we are doing, the more it gives us energy and one walks remembering Bhagavan. So that's a very beautiful experience. And one also realizes then that how sedentary our lifestyle otherwise is. See, when one is walking through the day, sometimes one sits somewhere and takes little rest, does some satsang, meets somebody, talks to some people, all that will happen. But through the day, one is moving. So, and continuously when we do that, 52 days is a very beautiful feeling because the body of ours is actually made for movement. It is not meant to live a sedentary lifestyle at all. And then one realizes how much sedentary one's life has become actually. Maybe one is able to take out some time to do exercise in the morning and evening. So today I feel very less, that is the amount of sadhana that happens is physical movement that happens on the parikrama, and one is climbing mountains, climbing down, passing through the forests, rivers. One is in nature actually. And on the banks of Narmada Ji, nature is most enchanting. See, nature is enchanting by itself, no doubt. But on the banks of Narmada Ji, when you are walking or even through whatever, the forests come and the mountains, the hills, one will pass through some villages also, meadows. It is so beautiful and the variety is just mind-boggling. All kinds of things you will see on all different types of trees, birds. Sometimes in the forest, one just sits quietly, meditate, sounds of the birds. And amazing thing is some of the forest, there is no sound. That becomes little scary, I have to be honest there, because if there are birds chirping and there is, you are going through a forest. Absolutely, there are forests which we have passed through, no sound at all. Only your walking sound is there. Nothing. And sometimes the wind, that's all. You don't listen to any other sound, not a single bird. That was for me something very unique. I didn't expect that. And I thought that forests will have, and city we don't see so many sparrows and birds and all that much. But in the forest one should find. So there are some where we find, but there are some which are absolutely still. There is no sound there. And sometimes we have to pass through evenings, a little, one eerie feeling will come that point in time. But on the whole, as I said, Narmada Parikrama, nature, we are able to experience so many aspects of nature. And one is close to nature, one is sitting by the river sometimes. One is seeing some animals also passing by. And so many villages one passes by, one will see, goats, hen, chicken. Generally, we don't see all that here in the cities now. But if you pass through, it becomes so beautiful when you see, they are part of daily life of the majority of our country. They still have livestock in their house, and very amazing what they follow. So when I saw, I remembered Gurudev. Most of the houses you will see, the pets and the livestock is outside only. They don't keep inside the house. They will have, and they have specific places for them, and they are free to move around anywhere outside. Some places, some of these cows and other, they will be tied also. All that is there. But I remembered Gurudev because in his talk, he used to say that. I heard him speak in that in the PRC set of the Bhagavad Gita. In one place, he said that this is the Indian tradition, and people will not like it when I am saying it. But pets are not supposed to be in your house. House is meant for you to stay. Pets are supposed to stay outside your house. Very forcefully he said that. But we see that also. So many times, if you do Google research and all, you will know, even simple pets, dogs, cats and all, when they are living with us in the house, many bacteria, virus from them come into our life, into our body. So many people, they have found in the blood samples of the pet owners, this, small particles of their hair and various other things. So scientifically also, it is a very important thing where one keeps the pets outside. They love them, they do everything, but they keep the pets outside. So that was another thing that I found on this parikrama, which was something unique, and I remembered Gurudev in that. Then, in this parikrama, as I said, we meet so many sadhus. Some of them are, we ask them that from where did you get sannyas? Who gave you sannyas? Because some of them will be in orange clothes, and they are sannyasis. I will share one or two as we see in the videos. You will see Prakash Anandagiri and some others we met. They are properly initiated into sannyas. They belong to the Dashnami Sannyas Parampara. And there are some who are not belonging to any. They just take orange. They just take any name. Then one realizes that what Shankaracharya ji actually did when he established the Dashanami Sannyas Parampara, he made a system proper. And the names of sannyasis will have proper ending, Vanam, Puri, Tirtha, Bharati. Like our ending will be Ananda and then Saraswati. Like that, there are 10 classifications he has made. And some people say Shankaracharya ji created, some people say, Madhusudan Saraswati he created. That data we are not very sure of. But these akhadas were created and Naga sadhus were created to protect Sanatana Dharma from such people who take up sannyas without being eligible, and sometimes even they take it up to cheat people and all that. So actually, if you see, a Naga sadhu can catch you, ask you, what is your name, which mutt you belong to, what is your sannyas mantra, what is your bhiksha mantra, all that. So on this parikrama, I met some of the sadhus. Like I said last time, Amaleshwar Giri, I met him. Very nice, evolved person. Prakash Anandagiri now on the way. So that is another thing I found on the parikrama. Many sadhus of the Giri Sampradaya are there on this parikrama. And some of them have taken sannyas from Juna Akhada or Niranjani Akhada. Like that, they will tell you, this is my Akhada, this person is my guru. So one will meet also sadhus, and one will meet many people like that who are just, they are out to, what we see in Bharagovindam. Kashayambara Bahukruta Vesha. They take ochre robes and they are there for what? Hidara Nimittam Bahukruta Vesha. So many people, they just do it for livelihood. So one will meet some of them also like that on the parikrama. Now, continuing further from where we had left, I'm going to share. I was not able to find enough time to edit properly, so I've just put a few pictures and videos together. Rendering, we didn't have enough time for that. Okay. Okay, so you are able to see, I hope. You can just reply in the chat. You are able to see and hear the volume. Okay. Right. So this is Garudeshwar. It's a dam which has been built beautifully. Narmada ji flows. Remember, we are going. I am going upwards. That side we are going. Narmada ji flows like that. This is Uttartat going opposite stream. So at Garudeshwar, there is this beautiful Datta Mandir. Throughout this parikrama, I felt that Dattayatra Bhagwan and the grace of the Guru Parampara was there throughout. So many places we found Dattatreya Bhagwan, Tembe Swami. It was most amazing, and how it used to be. So here is Datta Mandir at Garudeshwar, and so here this is a very nice thing what they have displayed there, which is the last message of Swami Vasudevanand Saraswati to his devotees. So Vasudevanandji was given samadhi here at Garudeshwar, and there is a small samadhi there. They have built like a representation. Otherwise, he was given jal samadhi, so his body was tied and then offered in the Narmada ji. He had only told that I want this to happen, so that was done. This is in the mandir. There's a Datta Mandir, and just outside this Datta Mandir, outside the altar, Sanctum Sanctorum. This is the letter that he has written to the Grahasthas. Whole essence of Vedanta is there in this. I will share on the group. Maybe at the end of this session, I will share here only, not in the WhatsApp group. So here in this, he says, how a Grahasthi should live, how one should do Karma Yoga, how one should do Upasana, how one should prepare one's mind, dedicate all karmas to Bhagwan, and how then one should go and study Vedant, and main sadhana is do listening, Shravan, Manan, Nididhyasan, and focus on realizing the self. That is the purpose why we have come here. And don't get caught in the attachments. Do your duties in the house. Don't don't think that you are a grahasti who is there to live only as a grahasti. That is one part of your life. Beautifully he has explained, and this whole letter is most amazing. I reached there in the afternoon, somewhere around 12 o'clock, and see the grace, how it works. I reached there, that darshan came down, and that time they started doing the arti of Tembe Swamiji. It's a beautiful arti, small arti that they do there. I've just taken a small video sample only. There's a proper arti of Vasudevanand. Presentation. It's very interesting what they have done. There is a picture of Vasudevanandji, which is in the background. And on that, from the neck down, they have kept the clothes, they have applied the clothes, and it's stuck on the wall actually. And bhav is that he is sitting there, in that posture. His posture is like that. He will sit with two hands in his lap, very erect. So they have made this beautiful arti happened there. And his life story is also depicted around in some paintings. So here we find the Parikrama Vasis, they were staying with me in one temple. So this person is Prakashananda Giriji, one who is bent forward. He is doing his puja. This is evening puja, evening time. This person is Chagan, this boy. He is the son of I forget the name. He is the son of one person who does seva in Shulpani Jhadi. These are Adivasis who used to loot away everybody who used to come for Parikrama, and they were very poor. Lakhangiri Baba settled all of them and taught them many things, and they started doing seva. He is the son of one of them. And very young boy, very enthusiastic, and so many things about Shulpani he was sharing. Was very nice to have his company. He walked with us for a few days, and there was one old lady who had also come from Shulpani Jhadi only. So he used to accompany her and ensure that that lady must be at least 75 to 78 years old. Very old lady, very thin, but she had this desire that I have to do this parikrama. Very devoted to the Mother Narmada, and she used to walk. So she'll walk little slowly. So he will be with her. Sometimes he will go ahead and he will wait. Sometimes he will carry her luggage. Very nice boy. And next to him, this person is another sadhu. He is from Rajasthan. Long jata he has, and Gujarati background he also had, but he is settled in, and his whole life he has done go seva. So much of go seva he has done, and now he wants to study. So I had told him about Vedanta course and all that also. But it was nice to have satsang of these two sannyasis. Very rarely we meet a few sannyasis on this now, on the path now, on this parikrama. Then from there we went ahead walking. Here, this is a beautiful murti of in our temple, and this Shivji, this mandir is called Hafeshwar Shiva. Very interesting is this Hafeshwar Shiva. They have put all the 12 Jyotirlings around. The small temples are the 12 Jyotirlings they have put, and this is the main temple of Hafeshwar Shiva. You know why it is called Hafeshwar? Because you have to cross about 8 kilometers of mountains, and very steep mountains, up, down. And nowadays, Parikrama they skip this because it's too far inside. So they will come to a particular point and then move ahead from there. They will not come to Hafeshwar because again you have to come back to the main road and then go. I'll just tell you the name of that place. Um, Kadipani, correct. So Kadipani. So one has to come to Kadipani. There's a Shiva temple there. And then 8 kilometers inside, if you go, this Hafeshwar Shiva will come. That road is terrific. Lonely also because not many people go. Up, down, full of rocky terrain, forests, and dry sand. You know that when you walk there, it will just blow on your face because the wind is blowing, because Narmada Ji is nearby. Most difficult part to walk in that place. And so people who go there, this is in Gujarat. So half in Gujarat means one is panting like that, you know. So they have named this temple is called Hafeshwar Shiva. I found what a nice way people have. And there's a very beautiful Shivlinga and nice mandir there. And near that, so there's a reservoir there. I think it is backwaters of this Garudeshwar dam only, or maybe something else. Beautiful reservoir. This is Narmada. See the wind there. This wind blows, and so much sand will blow on your face. Whole reservoir, massive. On the way, we find many peacocks. That's another nice thing about Narmada Ji's Parikrama. You will find so many peacocks just like that. Just put a sample here. But very amazing, graceful creatures. From far, the moment they see that somebody is noticing them, they'll go and hide. They don't want to come out. And so many peacocks, peahens, young ones. It was very beautiful to see all of them, these birds. Now see this hen and small chicken. I used to love walking through these villages. This is one place we reached in the afternoon. There was nobody there. It is a temple, but means no arrangement for food. So some places, what happens in Narmada Parikrama is those places are where you have what they call Sadavrat. So Sadavrat means there are people who will not eat anything from anywhere else or cooked food made by somebody else. They will only cook. So they will go to the ashram. They will say, "हम सदाव्रत कर रहे हैं, आप हमको सामान दे दीजिए." Then they will sit and cook. Then they will eat the food. Why they do that? They don't want to trouble anybody else. One, two. They would have taken this sankalpa that I will be self-dependent. So everything they have to do by themselves only. And so they will cook. So in some places, there is nobody there to even cook and make arrangements and distribute to everybody. So they will keep some saman. So in this place where we reached, some 8-10 of us were there. And so we sat, khichdi we made, and then there's a river that you have to cross. So these are the tributaries. Now we are not crossing Narmada. This is a tributary. So many tributaries, about 22 rivers, not tributaries, sorry, 22 rivers. They will come on the way and they are mixing the water into Narmada, and that's how Narmada Ji becomes very big, huge. So this is one of those. So we're just crossing, and there is a boatman. So some places we have to wait. This boatman is there. Then we all these boats are like this only throughout the parikrama. No life jacket, nothing. You sit and walk. Mountains opposite us, small hillocks which are there, they are absolutely dry, barren. So some places in Narmada Parikrama you will find completely dry, barren mountains, and it will be very hot. No proper shade, no trees, no barren land. It is completely barren land. Desert sand we find some places, beach sand we find some places, all kinds of terrain we find on this parikrama. This is like a small jhadi. So we will find lot of this wild growth would have happened. And in between that one passes by. This is early morning once. Somebody was asking me, who does your shooting? I don't have anybody to come with me to do my shooting. I do myself only. If you see my hand, my right hand is like this. Na? There's actually a stick and a camera. In that it is getting recorded and then we come and we transfer it and then we do. Who will take somebody to shoot? That I don't have all that facility and nor do I want to. I want to go alone. I happily went. This is one place. Um, I forget the name of this river. Very huge one. And we have to go across on the other side there. So this group which was with me in the boat, they were little behind. I was walking alone. So even when groups are there, I ensure that most of the time I'm walking alone because that's what I want to do. Otherwise, when I keep talking, chit chatting, that my mind doesn't go into all that. So I used to walk alone. So we came to one point where it was written that don't go through this route. Walk up that side on the left side and go ahead. Now, if we go down, there is this river. The reason they said don't go down there is you may not find a boatman sometimes, and they may not come also if they are there. Sometimes they don't come. But if we do this, we have to walk some 2 kilometers only, and then this river will come, which you can cross. If one doesn't go by this route, then one has to walk some 8-10 kilometers. So I said, let us try. Um, I'll tell you the name of this place. Very beautiful place this is. What place is this? Um, Kawada. So Kawada, we had to walk through. Some of these names, I'm very this thing in remembering names, especially of places and sometimes of people also. Very difficult to remember these names. So Kawada, one had to go through. So Hathini River, this river is called Hathini River. So this Hathini River, you can cross by this or you can cross by the other way. There's a bridge which is built. So you cross through that bridge. So now this group of Parikramawasis, they went through the bridge. They were much behind me. So I said, I want to go by this boat. We'll try now. Otherwise, 10 kilometers one has to walk. And it is evening time. Please see this. This is in Parikrama. That is one very important thing. As it becomes evening, one should find a shelter quickly and just settle down there because otherwise it becomes very challenging in the nights, especially passing through some mountains and forests and all is dangerous. So I said, we will take a chance. Went there and they said the boatman will come in 1 hour's time. So I was standing there in this beautiful scene of the whole river and see the amount of birds. So many. Suddenly they came. Amazing. Just look at them. See how they go and settle down on that tree. All of them. So that is another thing which is when we walk, sometimes you see so many birds, how brilliant, gracefully they will fly, so many fishes, sometimes crocodiles. And you see nature and how each species Bhagwan has created appropriate things, appropriate habitats for them. Very gracefully they live. And lots of birds and nature is in abundance. One loves on Parikrama. That is one of the most enchanting things is Mother Nature. So this Hathni River, we were waiting. They said 1 hour it will take. So as I was standing there, far away I heard one motorboat sound. I said, this motorboat, from where the sound is coming? Then they said, you have to go there. It is some 2 kilometers and you have 10 minutes. 2 kilometers, you have 10 minutes. If you reach there, they will take you. Otherwise, you have to stay there that night because then they will not come back. I said, Acha, 2 kilometers, 10 minutes. So I walked. I said, okay, Narmada ji, now you have to figure out now 10 minutes, you have to reach me there. So I started walking. Then on the way, one person met me, said, Babaji, they call us Babaji. Some places they will say Murti and all that, but most of them they will call Babaji like that. So they will say, oh Babaji, kahan ja rahe ho? I said, वो नाव है ना, वो लेना है, वो जाने वाला है, 10 मिनट ही है हमारे पास. Said, नहीं फिक्र मत करो, आप इधर से चले जाओ. He showed me some way through the fields and all that. And he gave out a loud call to that person. They have one local language. Adivasis, they have a local language. In that Nimadi is the language. He shouted something in Nimadi language and he told that boatman to wait. Literally in 10 minutes, I was there at the boat. That person was about to go. He waited 5 minutes because this person sat. Thank Narmada ji, 10 kilometers saved. You know, every single day, if you even save 1.5, 2 kilometers on the parikrama of walk, if you add up 110 days, you have saved 120, 130 kilometers just like that. So, wherever possible, one will try to save. Unnecessary, why will one walk so much? If there is no other option, then anyway one has to walk. So, this beautiful Hathni River, and these two gentlemen were there. It was actually this rowing boat. That sound was of something else actually, some other vehicle sound it was. I thought it is a motor boat. The way they rowed, see this is not speeded. Rowing, these two people are rowing at that speed. We crossed from that shore to this shore in maximum 3 minutes. What they were rowing, you see. Then we came to this very nice mandir. There's one ashram there. The name of this place is Hanuman Mandir. Kavada, I told you the name, right? Kavada. Kavada is a place we had to reach. So after reaching that on those banks there, went another 7 kilometers, walked to this place, Kavada. There, these sadhus, so there is Hanumanji's mandir there. Very amazing, beautiful, simple mandir. These are sadhus there who live. Just one gamcha they wear. And this Hanumanji there, they worship and their guru has set up this whole ashram. In this arti, when they do this arti, at the end of this arti, they sing this very beautiful stuti. You know, this I heard only here. I didn't know this exists. Like how we have this Ramji's Janmastuti, no? In Tulsi Ramayana it comes, Bhai Prakata Kripala, Dina Dayala, Kausalya Hitakari. You know, like that. There is a stuti of Sitaji also. Same tune. Someone has written it. It's not there in Tulsi Ramayan. I don't know if Tulsidas ji wrote it. That gentleman didn't know. They have this Aarti book. In that, this beautiful stuti was there, and they were singing it. I was so inspired. I said, "Arey wah, we celebrate Sita Navami. Then we will sing this now on Sita Navami day." Just last year we celebrated Sita Navami. That's why I tell you that Narmada Parikrama, when you go on the sadhana front, what you need, Mother Narmada will ensure you will get. I have done Parikrama twice earlier, 2 phases I did. Nowhere on the 2 phases I found Sita Stuti. Last year we celebrated Sita Navami in South Mumbai and did that whole program. And then 3rd phase of Parikrama I did, and here Sita Ji Stuti comes straight. So you see here, so beautiful Stuti this is. Bhaya Prakata Kumari, Bhumi Bidhari, Janahitakari, Bhayahari, Atulit Chabibhari, Muni Manahari, Janakadulari, Sukumari. Superb. Amazing. I just love it. This Sita Stuti was so good. And early morning they did this Aarti. I was so spellbound. I said, what? What a beautiful Stuti, and how nicely they have written about Sita Ji. And those people who say, we are only worshippers of Ram and Sita Ji is not given a due credit and all that. You go in the interiors, you will find how beautifully they worship Sita Ji. Very amazing it is. I will share this also. These 2 pictures I will share at the end of this satsang. See this. Sundara Simhasana Tehi Para Asana Koti Hutasana Dutikari Sira Channa Virajay Sakhi Gana Sajay Nija Nija Raja Karadhari Nija Nija Karaja Karadhari. Very nice Stuti this is. So on the Parikrama we keep collecting like this different things for our sadhana, and one will find also. Such a nice Stuti this is. See, Doha also is there. Nija Ichha Mukhabham Bhumite Pragata Bhai Siyai Charita Kiye Pavana Parama Varadhana Modanikai. Very nice Doha. I'm not sure whether Tulsidas Ji has written or somebody has written, but very nice Stuti of Sita Ji. Then, Madhya Pradesh elections had just happened. So now this is in Madhya Pradesh actually. Gujarat almost over. We finished Gujarat and now we entered Madhya Pradesh, and this picture I took there. Madhya Pradesh elections had just happened some time back when this Parikrama was happening. Amazing if you see on that roads everywhere and boards, how much they emphasize on voting. And this is painted on the road, that this is the particular booth number, Kendra number of Gangpur, and you turn left from here. This is the route to take. There is so much emphasis on voting and making people vote. And the amazing thing is the villagers go and vote. Our city people who are, they know so many things about democracy, every vote matters and all that, but they take chutti and they go. Very weird that is. And then they have the audacity to criticize the government. The government is like this, government is like that. But you did not vote. You did not do your duty. Meghnad Ghat. Meghnad Ghat is where Meghnad has done tapasya. 1 minute. Meghnad Ghat is where Meghnad has done tapasya, and there's a very nice ashram. Again, it is quite inside. So some of these places, what happens is Parikrama-vasis, some of them don't go. They will go up through the main road and they will not come inside. But I said, I'm doing it once only, so I don't want to miss out. So I went. Beautiful, serene, calm place. And again, you see the beauty of this river. So majestic and mighty it is. From Meghnad time and all that. One ancient shivling is also there. We reached in the evening there. Nice view of the sunset was happening. All these places now one can just sit quietly. One doesn't have to put any effort. One will become meditative just like that in these places. This is one temple, Koteshwar Tirth. So this Koteshwar Tirth, this is the original temple. Very powerful place. It is written in the Puranas also about Koteshwar. Narmada Puran, it is there. But this is original temple which is right now under Dub Kshetra, which is this reservoir water. Na? So they have built another temple nearby. So people do go there now. But actual temple is this, and this bridge has been built on this reservoir. So what happens on the parikrama is today it is not possible that one doesn't cross the Narmada at all. That won't happen. Earlier days it was possible like that. Now we have to ensure that we don't cross the main flow of Narmada ji. That we should ensure. But this reservoir water and all will be there. There is no other option. You have to cross going across the Narmada ji and you have to walk. So this is a reservoir water. Narmada ji only this is. And the bridge is built. So you go across and there, luckily I saw that day there, this is the Koteshwar Mandir. And you know, it is said in our Shastra that if you can't have the darshan of the sanctorum and go into the sanctum or have darshan of Bhagwan in the sanctum, if you have darshan of the Kalash, you get the punya of darshan of Bhagwan. So luckily that day this Kalash was up. Water was not so high that the full temple is submerged. But this temple, Kalash was there. I said, Chalo, Bhagwan's Kripa, darshan happened, Har Har Mahadev. Had darshan and then one left. Like that, Shulpani Jhadi also, if you see Shulpani Mandir, the ancient Shulpaneshwar Mandir is under water. What we saw last time was a new Shulpaneshwar Mandir in that second phase when I told you about that. So like that, this Koteshwar also is underwater. That's one of the old temples which is now underwater. This is very difficult when we are walking now on the bridge sometimes, and there's the sun. The sun is on that side, so one doesn't know where this camera focuses. It was so nice. There's a small pond like a thing that has got made while we were walking towards Nisarpur. And these three birds, so nice it was to just see these three birds. The moment they recognize something, or there's this is a fox. While walking through the fields, there's a little bit of this small portion through the fields. This is not even some deep forest or anything. The fox just goes. This is not a dog. It just ran through across. This is another nice temple. It was actually Hanumanji's temple, but I like this system. In this mandir, if you see, behind every deity, They have put all the mantras, so you don't have to put any effort. You just see, read the mantra and offer flowers, or you worship Bhagwan. So behind Ganeshji, all his names are there. And some 12 names of Ganeshji they have written there. Like that, they have written behind Hanumanji, his Hum Hanumate Namaha. Like that, other places they have written very nicely. This is the house of one gentleman who has done parikrama twice. I mean, his father has done parikrama twice. So I was walking and I was supposed to reach one Hanuman Mandir, which is as per the route map. And suddenly this gentleman, he called. He said, "Arey, Swami ji, आप किधर जा रहे हो?" I said, "वो हनुमान मंदिर है ना उधर." He said, "नहीं नहीं, वो हनुमान मंदिर तो अभी बन रहा है, वो वहां के में पुजारी भी नहीं है, वहां पे कोई नहीं है, रहने का कोई व्यवस्था नहीं है." That was 2 kilometers ahead. And this is just a one independent hutment which is there. So he called. He said, "आ जाओ इधर आ जाओ." And afternoon time, 12:30, 1 o'clock it was. And we were searching, and that whole place is again very barren, very difficult to walk in that barren land, that. So he called and he said, "You stay here." And he gave some food and all that. And that day happened to be his daughter's birthday also. And like that, people are very sensitive, and he is just sitting there. He is a young person. He is having some work in his farm. He has a farm and all that. So he called. He said, "आ जाओ." Imagine, otherwise you reach 2 kilometers ahead, the temple, there's nobody there, and there's no one around there. That's why on the parikrama, literally Narmada ji will take care of you. She will ensure that you get your food, and whatever has to happen will happen good only. And some things we have to bear also. Titiksha also one should develop. Very simple. He doesn't have much. But his daughter, she was in 10th standard, and he has a son. They're getting educated very nicely. They go walking to that school, I think about 3.5, 4 kilometers further down. Every day they go by walk, come back. This is one nice opportunity we got to do Kanya Bhojan. So these are all small children who have come, and especially Kanya Bhojan is very, very significant. In the Narmada Parikrama, one tradition is after you finish the parikrama, you should do Kanya Bhojan. So Kanya is supposed to be the form of Mother Narmada. That's the bhav with which one does the Kanya Bhojan, and one expresses gratitude to the mother that parikrama happened and thank you very much, and one does. Some people do it in the beginning also, but otherwise definitely at the end one should do. And in between, if one gets an opportunity, one can do. So here was this nice place where this one gentleman is there. He is running this ashram, and I'll tell you the name of this place. This place is after this Ramdham, Kali Bavdi. After Kali Bavdi, Badi Chitri, then we come to this place. And here this Swamiji who is there, tell you what is his name. Dev, Swami Dev. So Swami Dev is behind. He has set up this place, and he is very clear. Nice satsang he was doing. He said, "I am here only for 3 years. I wanted to do Seva of Mother Narmada. So I am here for 3 years. And at the end of 3 years, I am going to go. I can't be bound by all this. Seva is only a means to purify the mind. We have to realize the self." Very clear he was at what he has to do. And one very nice thing that happens in this parikrama is that this traditional parikrama, when one does 3 years, 3 months, 13 days, one sadhu told me a very beautiful point. He said that आप जो अन्न खा रहे हैं, अलग अलग लोग आपको दे रहे हैं, उसका ऋण आप कैसे चुकाओगे? So he said, जो पहले जो शास्त्र में जो लिखी है परिक्रमा, जो वैसे करते थे, उसमें वो सेवा का विधान भी जुड़ जाता है, बिकॉज दे विल स्टे फॉर चतुर्मास इन वन प्लेस, they will do seva in that particular ashram, and they stay also, they walk also some 5-6 kilometers in a day, stay in some place 2 days 3 days, again go ahead another 5-6 kilometers like that, so they do. So they said उसमें सेवा अपने आप हो जाती थी, और जो आपने ऋण लिया है वो उतर जाता है, क्योंकि आप अन्न खा रहे हैं, किसी ने आपको दिया है, और सेवा कर रहे हैं आप लोगों की. This parikrama, when we do like this long, I mean very fast, when we do like 100 days, 90 days, 120 days, so he said उसमें आप सेवा कहाँ करोगे? So he said जहां जहां आपको ऐसा अवसर मिले सेवा करो जाओ. So people help out in wherever way possible. So somebody will help to clean the ashram before they go, so that the next parikrama vasi, for them it is better and they don't have to clean. Somewhere you fill some water and help. So you just keep doing seva. And in that seva, one of the things which is good, which will happen, which will makes you very happy, is this Kanya Bhojan. So that day when we reached this place, somebody wanted to do a Kanya Bhojan. So they will sponsor, and these people will call the children from the nearby villages and all, and they all had come. And so it was a nice opportunity to do seva in that Kanya Bhojan. So their first one gives various things to them. Girls especially, all this makeup kit and all that will be there, and bangles and bindi and all that. And then other children also are there. So then some pencil box and some book or whatever else one wants to give as per that donor's bhavna. And then some dakshina is given, 10 rupees, 20 rupees to each person. And then the food is served. So that day when I reached there, very nice experience of Kanya Bhojan also we had to serve. That Swamiji there, I told you, long jata. So he is Krishna Gopalananda. And then Prakashananda Giri and me, three of us, for some portion, we would keep meeting. We were not walking together, but we would keep meeting some ashram or the other. So that is Krishna Gopalananda. The amazing thing was there's so many children are there, and so many temples I actually saw, that these children, they come into the temple, they do seva, they help out, they sing bhajans, they chant, they run around. It's most amazing to see that all these children, they feel. See, when you go to the villages, then one will understand what is the importance of a temple, how much the life of these people revolves around the temple. They come together there, they play also, they talk also, they do satsang also, they have some learning sessions also there, they do seva also there, and some of the people, they will get some scholarship, this, that also from the temple. So when we say that, what happens with the temple and all that, for us, we think of it only as a religious place. But it is not like that necessarily. Lots of places, many things are revolving around temples. And people come there, and their shraddha is a lot, and they will worship regularly. They will not only worship Bhagwan there, but for them temple is like their second house. And some villages I saw that there are 4-5 temples in that village. Still one more temple is getting built, some big temple is getting built, or some temple is getting renovated. And some of the houses, there are very humble settlements, but their shraddha in the mandir is a lot. So this is one ashram, and there's a small temple there. And these children, you just see them. It was so good that how many of them came. They didn't come only for food. And the Swami Dev, he ensured that it is night time, right? he said he ensured that there are 3 4 people who are there. He sent every child with somebody or the other, or some group of children accompanied by somebody. He didn't tell them about ghar jao. So they ensure the safety, security, all that. Now we came to this place. This is one of the most toughest parts of this parikrama. 2 things are difficult in this parikrama. One is the chadai of Shulpani. I must have said this earlier also. Shulpan ki chadai and Mandavgarh ki dhalai. If you cross that, done. You are sorted in Narmada Parikrama. So this Mandavgarh is a place which, so one will walk through straight and go to Maheshwar, or one has to take a detour, go to Mandavgarh, again come back that much and then walk ahead to Maheshwar. Some people will not go to Mandavgarh. They will go straight to Maheshwar only. Because Narmada ji is flowing on your right side. Why you don't go? Because the tradition says that there was this Rani Rupmati. This Rani Rupmati used to worship Mother Narmada ji. Every day from her mahal, she would come down to Narmada ji. That is about some 40 kilometers. So she would go in her chariot or whatever that is, and she would go down. She would worship Narmada ji and again come back up. Every day she will do that. Then she became old and she was not able to move. So she prayed to Narmada ji that, I used to worship you every day. I'm not able to come. Can you please do something and come here? And they believe that the Dhara of Narmada ji flows there. And just outside that fort, it comes there. So there's a Reva Kund there. So the traditional Parikrama Vasis, they will go there. They will say, Reva Kund, one has to go. You can't do the Parikrama without that. So Mandavgarh, one crosses this Mandav, and Garh is a fort. So there's a fort. Rani Rupmati's this thing is also there. And this Akbar also had done some, he destroyed some fort of ours and he built some temple and all that. And they have written here, if you read this, the Nilkantha Palace, where Akbar used to stay. But our ancestors before Akbar have made a fantastic temple. And if you see the water flow, there's a small rivulet, which will flow during this monsoons. So they have constructed the mandir in such a way that the water will flow into one place in the temple. From there, it will come into the Shivling on the altar, then go down, further pass, come into the tank where people can take bath, and 4 different layers they have created. Beautiful structure. So first we climb up the Mandavgarh mountain. Round, it will go some 17, 18 kilometers, climb up. That climb itself is backbreaking, very steep. And now, especially because road has been made, it's much easier now. Otherwise, one has to go by Pagdandi, then finished. It's almost impossible. So at least the road is there. One keeps going round, 17, 18 kilometers, one will go. And then we came to this place, Nilkantha Palace. See here, this is the Nilkantha Palace. So this is the pipe where you see, from there the water comes down. This is second level. This is the tank where one can take bath. Then there's a third level down. Sanctum is above that. First level is the sanctum. This is second level. Water collects in front of the sanctum mandir here, and then further down it. See how nice they have made this outlet. When it will overflow, it goes. So from one level it overflows, comes to the second level it will overflow, go to the third. Like that they have made nice one. This is a very nice pirate. This is concealed water. There are no pipes or nothing. So you will only see waterfall collecting and then again it will go down. So here we will find this. Now they have made this pipe and they put this here. This is the first level. So from top the water is coming down. Shiva temple, Shiva Linga. Then in Mandavgarh, see the effort that one puts in to reach Mandavgarh, now one will feel, "Arey, this is so difficult, and why did we come here?" and all that. But Mandavgarh, you will see this most amazing place. Nowhere else in the country we have this form of Bhagwan Ram. That is Chaturbhuj Ram Bhagwan's Roop. See this Chaturbhuj Ram Devalay. Most amazing. There's a whole story about that. They have put up here that how Bhagwan came in the dream of somebody and then he said, "I am down here in this form. You please take me out." They have put a gufa also there. Nice it was to go down and sit for some time and then came out. This is the Chaturbhuj Roop of Bhagwan Ram. In his left hand on the top, he's having a bow. Right hand is the arrow. And down there are two more hands. In one there is a japamala, in one there is a lotus flower. This is Ram Lakshman Janaki. Then Ram Lala down there. And these are two hands, you see. In one hand there is a japamala. This left hand is the japamala. In his right hand there is a lotus flower. And then top is bow and arrow, and this is the gufa where he was found. So they have maintained this gufa also nicely. Very small place. One person only can go at a time. But nice place. Inside they have a more picture of Bhagwan Ram there and one lamp is lit. That's all. And go there, do little meditation, chant Bhagwan's name and come out. So Bhagwan Ram's Chaturbhuj Darshan also I had. It was so nice that Ram Lala's Pratishtha was going to happen in January. I said, "Chalo Bhagwan, you gave this darshan also." This is the Reva Kund. This is the Reva Kund, and so those people who come by bus, they happily come here. The Parikrama Vasis who go by walk, many of them they don't come. But these people who come by bus, they will come here. So that day morning, so very interesting thing happened there in this Chaturbhuj Ram Mandir. We reached that place 5 minutes late. They closed the door. I said, please open. 5 minutes. We just came. They just Pujari closed and came out. I said, "Please give me darshan. I want to see." He said, "Nahi, abhi to 3:30 baje hi khulega." I said, "I am not going." Prakash Anand Giri, he was with me. He said, "Chalenge Swamiji, abhi to aage badhna hai." I said, "Nahi, ab itna dur aaye hain, kab wapas aayenge hum? We will wait. Wo darshan karke hi jayenge." So he opened. Finally at 3:30 he opened. Quickly we went, had darshan. Then we wanted to go ahead. We had to come here to Reva Kund. They said now Reva Kund is 5 kilometers ahead. It is already 4 o'clock. And they said there is no enough place to stay. Which is a fact. At Reva Kund, there's only a small hut and there's one Mauni Baba there. He has taken an oath that he will not talk unless one temple of Narmada Ji is built here at Reva Kund. He provides breakfast and tea and all that, and he does seva of the Parikrama Vasis, but Maun, he doesn't speak at all. And there's a small thatched hut. So Parikrama Vasis, there's not enough place. And as I told you, it's cold, December time. Now it's very, very cold. So out there, if you are there, you will freeze almost. So they said, "Oh, to aap wahan pe nahi reh paoge. Aap yahi ruk jao." So that night we finally stayed there in this same ashram where this Chaturbhuj Ramji's roop is there. And they have a Anath ashram there in the temple premises only. And so many Batus are there. All of them dressed in red clothes. They were having, in the evening, they came to attend the Aarti. Nice chanting they did. Very beautiful to see that whole environment there was very nice. They had Shivlinga, they have Narmada Ji, Ganpati Ji, Navagraha, a lot of other temples in that premises. So stayed back there. And next day came to this Mandav, to this Reva Kund. Generally, one will take a dip here at Reva Kund and then moves forward. That is a fort. What you see above there ahead, that is the fort of Rani Rupmati. So Narmada Ji came up to here. So for Rani Rupmati They will bring her down in the palki and she will have darshan and again she will go back. This is Mandavgarh. Okay, now behind. So now we came by walk up through the road. There are some people who will go back same route again. They will say, no, no, we don't want to go down. Traditionally, Parikramawasis, we will go down through this route. The incline is like this, and the ground does not stay below your feet. You will see, I will show you some. See that. Look at that incline, how it goes. That down, it will go like this down completely. This portion, once we go here now, after that it is straight fall like that down almost. Is that little bit of I was trying to shoot, then I said nothing doing, put the phone inside and just concentrate on this path. You just see this, all the stones are very slippery. You put the foot and it will just slip. Camera inside and walk. Slipped. It look deceptively simple, but it is not at all. And you have the luggage and all that behind you. So when you finish coming down, Prakash Anand ji and me, both of us walked down. It took us about 4 hours. Came down, and as soon as we come down, there's a very beautiful ashram, Shabri Ashram it is called. They are painted and kept. Prakash Anand Giri.
ये क्या चीज है ये बताओ ये इसको क्या बोलते हैं वो
After we came down, we thanked Narmada ji, saying thank you very much. Safely we came down. Little bit here and there we slipped, but nothing major happened.
there up we came down this steep mountain. Took us about 2 hours. Risky, dangerous path, but Narmada ji's grace, we have managed to come down. Narmade Har.
The thing happened is when we came down, after we came down, one ashram we went, after Shabri ashram, another 5 kilometers ahead, 2 kilometers ahead, sorry. 2 kilometers ahead, we went to this ashram. I was just casually asking कि ये पहाड़ जो है वहां पर जानवर है क्या? You know that man, he said very casually saying, हाँ वहां पे 4-5 तेंदुए जो है वो घूमते रहते इधर उधर. I was like अच्छा. And he says वो कभी कभी आ जाते हैं नीचे. हम देखे हैं 3-4 तो है ही वहां पर. Casually he is saying that, very just as a matter of fact. You cross all that and you just come. Here is one sadhu, is a gentleman, not a sadhu in that sense of a sannyasi, but you see the seva bhav. He really wanted us to stay in this place. He has built a small temple there. He is hunchback almost, very, very elderly, but he will feel blessed if somebody, some Parikramavasi stays there. So you see how he says, he didn't allow us to go ahead. He said, "Aap kuch na kuch to leke jao. Chai, they will give chai." I said, "I don't drink." He said, "Aap doodh leke jao." I said, "I won't drink actually," but I said in my mind, he is giving it so much bhav, you just take it. Look at it. We took and gave. He can't even stand straight, you see.
ये प्रेम बहुत कम देखने को मिलता
Nice. Maheshwar. Ilyabai Holkar's fort is here. Most beautiful. This is Mother Narmada. Sunrise beautifully happening. And behind is the Maheshwar fort. Actually, that's the temple Maheshwar fort is. But very nice to do puja. So wherever possible, we sit on the banks of Narmada Ji only and do the puja. Where we can't see her, then we sit in the ashram wherever we are and then do the puja. Here is Ahilyabai Holkar. Her Rajwada is so nice there. If you go to Maheshwar, please visit this. See here what she says. ईश्वर ने मुझ पर जो उत्तरदायित्व I'm going to increase this. You see, beautiful how she ruled. You know what, her life is most glorious. If you read about her life, what all tragedies she has gone through, but how much she served the public, the people, with so much of bhav. See this. ईश्वर ने मुझ पर जो उत्तरदायित्व रखा है उसे मुझे निभाना है. मेरा काम प्रजा को सुखी रखना है. मैं अपने प्रत्येक काम के लिए जिम्मेदार हूं. सामर्थ्य व सत्ता के बल पर मैं यहां जो कुछ भी कर रही हूं उसका ईश्वर के यहां मुझे जवाब देना होगा. मेरा यहां कुछ भी नहीं है. जिसका है उसी के पास भेजती हूं. जो कुछ लेती हूं वह मेरे ऊपर ऋण कर्जा है. न जाने कैसे चुका पाऊंगी. दिस इज हर भाव. And she will always have a shivling in her hand. And this one lady, we should really thank her for the temples that we have today, especially our major pilgrim sites that we have today. It is because of her. She has gone through enough and more tragedies. 29 people of her family at different points in her time have died right in front of her. She has cremated, she has done, Antim Samskar of so many of them. But she did not stop serving the praja. This is Ahilyabai Holkar, such a great lady. See, these are the temples. You just look at the list. Just see the list. ऋषिकेश, गंगोत्री, विष्णुप्रयाग, केदारनाथ, हरिद्वार, बद्रीनाथ, वृंदावन, अयोध्या, इलाहाबाद, वाराणसी, गया, पुष्कर, नाथद्वारा, उज्जैन, इंदौर, ओंकारेश्वर, महेश्वर, अमरकंटक, द्वारका, सोमनाथ, नासिक, एलोरा, पुणे, जेजुरी, छोंडी, पंढरपुर, राजपुर, गोकर्ण, and Rameshwaram. These are temples that she has renovated. So many of them across the country. 29 temples which are well-known, important places. There are many others that she has done. Very, very inspiring is her life actually. If you read her life, one will be stunned that a person like this is there in our country and we don't know much about her. We are not even taught in the schools, in the curriculum. No doubt Jhansi Ki Rani was great, but this Ahilyabai Holkar is something else completely. And if you see her bhavna for the praja, so there were 1 crore people in her area which she was ruling. And she has ruled with great strength. Some of the enemies, she has not even fought them. Just by sending a letter, she has made them surrender. You read about her life, it is very, very amazing. And so this Ahilyabai ji, what she used to do, Koti Linga Archana. Because there were crore, her population was 1 crore, some 14 lakhs. So she used to get 108 Brahmanas, and each Brahmana will have 1,000 Sahasralinga made from the sand from Narmada Ji. That's called Parthiv Ling. So small shivlings will be made, and 108 Brahmanas will sit, and each one will have at least 1,000, and she will get them to do the worship of Shivji. Why 1 crore? Because for each member, in each person in her Rajya, every day she will get this done. So when she says, that what I do, I am responsible for it, I have to serve the praja and all that, see that bhavana that a leader must have is so amazing in her life, you will see. And so even today, every single day the puja happens, but today it happens of 11,000 lingas. It doesn't happen of 108 brahmanas, but 11 brahmanas do 1,000 each day and morning. And you can offer for that, and there are various on a website and all, you will find the details where you can get the puja done if you want. So that day morning's puja had happened. I did not know the time. So I was finishing my puja. So by the time I reached here, this Sahasralinga puja had happened. So here, luckily they opened. One guide was there and he was taking some people around, and they opened this place. So again, it was so nice that one opportunity one got. So this is one part on which they have made this linga, small lingas they have made, and the worship happens. Like that, there are some 11. Like that, different parts are there on that the lingas are made, and then they worship. See her bhavana, no, how it is. For her praja, she does that. These are the lingas that she used to worship. These are her personal lingas. Then we came to Gupteshwar Mahadev Mandir in Mandaleshwar. No, this is maintained by Omkareshwar, Omkar Seva Mission, Mandaleshwar. This is again very nice place. See, some of these places, no, people don't go. They think, oh, the Gupteshwar Shiva is just a Shiva temple. Actually, it is not just a Shiva temple. This place is where Mandana Mishra and Adi Shankaracharya ji had their debate. I was so thrilled to come to this place. I said, wow, because Maheshwar, just you cross Maheshwar and come out of Maheshwar, this place you will find another some 10, 12 kilometers you walk and it will come. Such a beautiful place, but not many people know about it. I didn't know at all this place existed. So when this is there put up there, कि आज से 1200 वर्ष पहले शिवावतार आद्य शंकराचार्य तथा दिग्विजयी महापंडित ब्रह्मावतार मंडन मिश्र के साथ सनातन धर्म संस्थापन का सनातन धर्म संस्थापन का कल्याण के लिए, विशेष कल्याण के लिए शास्त्रार्थ यहीं श्री गुप्तेश्वर मंदिर से 100 गज की दूरी स्थित स्थल पर हुई थी. Just 100 meters this debate has happened. Mandan Mishra was a disciple of Kumarila Bhatta, and Mandan Mishra only became Sureshwaracharya, and Sureshwaracharya was appointed the head of the Sringeri Math. We belong to Sringeri Math Parampara. So for me, this place is very sacred. I said, Arey, wow, this Mandana Mishra ji and Shankaracharya ji debate happened here. And this is where Shankaracharya ji defeated Mandana Mishra, and then his wife Ubhay Bharati comes to debate with him, and then she asks him some questions about carnal life, and he says, I am a sannyasi, a Bala Brahmachari, I don't know, but I will reply to you, give me time. So he goes, he does Parakaya Pravesh in one Raja's body who had just died, experiences that sensual enjoyment, comes out of that body, his body is kept here by this people, by this disciple, they preserve. Then he comes back into that body, defeats Ubhay Bharati, and Ubhay Bharati is called Ubhay Bharati because she has studied before her marriage and she continued to study after her marriage. That's why she is Ubhaya. And she is the avatar of Mother Saraswati herself. And Shankaracharya ji is declared the winner in that. So this place, very powerful, simple, small Shivlinga is there down, but I was thrilled to go to this place. For me, Parikrama has meaning only because of all these very powerful places are there, and one feels so happy to go to such places. This is a gufa, small thing. One goes inside, and there's a Gupteshwar Shiva. So they call it Gupteshwar because of that. Swayambhu Linga it is. Very, very narrow. Not very easy to get inside this place. This is Gupteshwar Mahadev. And Mother Parvati. So this was another nice journey. Then you listen to him. He is somebody amazing. Again, he has done, you listen to him in his own words. हाँ. आपका अनुभव क्या रहा जो पूरी पदयात्रा की आपने?
बहुत अच्छा, बहुत।
So he has done Padayatra, entire Ram Sita Van Gaman Path from Ayodhya to Rameshwaram, where all Bhagwan went. He has done Padayatra of all those places and visited the temples. And he says there are temples in all these places. Some places they are not maintained very well, but he says that they are there. And that route has been traced. And he went to Ayodhya to get this route. He was not getting properly the route. Then some people he met of the Shodh Samsthan who are doing research on this, and they gave him the route, and he went. So many years it took, I think some 5-7 years or something, I don't remember exactly, but he went by walk.
बहुत अच्छा, बहुत आनंददायक, और राम जी की ऐसी कृपा रही कि सारी यात्रा सफल हुई, किसी प्रकार का कोई कष्ट नहीं आया।
कोई विशेष अनुभव आपको यात्रा के मध्य में?
हाँ, जब मैंने यात्रा शुरू किया था उस समय विशेष ये रहा कि मेरे को राम गमन यात्रा का कोई अनुभव नहीं था। वहाँ सुंदरधाम आश्रम खेड़ी घाट पर एक जटाजूट एक नवयुवक महात्मा आए, उन्होंने मेरे से जानकारी ली कि बाबा जी राम पद गमन यात्रा का कहाँ से क्या है। मेरे को भी, मैंने कहा कि मेरे को कोई भैया पता नहीं, इसकी जानकारी नहीं। सुबह उठकर चले गए। उसके बाद में 2 महीने तक मैं यात्रा नहीं चालू की, जब तक मेरे को थोड़ा सा पागलपन महसूस हुआ। दिन में नींद नहीं आवे, रात को नींद नहीं आवे, भोजन अच्छा नहीं लगे, और केवल रामपथ गमन यात्रा, केवल रामपथ गमन यात्रा। इसके बाद जैसे दीपावली आई, इसके 2-3 रोज पहले मैं अयोध्या गया। अयोध्या से भी मेरे को कोई ठोस जानकारी नहीं मिली। फिर रास्ते में मुझे पूरी एक दिल्ली से वो शोधकर्ता मिले, उन्होंने मेरे को पूरी उसकी सूची दी और उससे यात्रा चालू की। प्रारंभ की यात्रा सफल हुई, बहुत बढ़िया। 14 माह लगभग लगे।
कितना किलोमीटर है?
10,300 किलोमीटर।
और पूरी की पूरी 10,300 आपने
पैदल
पदयात्रा की। तो आपको जो उसका जो मार्ग है वो कैसे पता चलता था?
वो सूची के अनुसार जो पुस्तक दी थी।
अच्छा, उसके अनुसार आप पूछ के जाते थे। और इन सभी जगह पे भगवान की मूर्ति है, विग्रह है?
हाँ, विग्रह है। शंकर जी का विग्रह सब दूर है।
शंकर जी का है सब जगह, भगवान राम का नहीं है।
राम जी के है, लेकिन राम जी ने सब जगह शंकर जी की पूजा किया है।
हाँ, वो तो भगवान ने की है।
हाँ, बहुत सारी जगह
स्थापना की है।
राम जी का धनुषधारी विग्रह मिला।
पद चिन्ह मिले।
पद चिन्ह भी मिले।
हाँ,
पद चिन्ह मिले।
पद चिन्ह मिले। कहीं लक्ष्मण जी के पाँव का चिन्ह मिला, कहीं सीता लेखनी, एक जगह सीता लेखनी मिली।
अच्छा।
सीता लेखनी में वो भाषा तो समझ में नहीं आती, लेकिन पहाड़ के ऊपर सीता लेखनी ऐसा लिखा हुआ है।
बहुत ही बढ़िया। आपको रास्ते में ऐसे कोई यात्री मिले जो आपके जैसे कर रहे हैं राम गमन यात्रा?
कोई नहीं। राम पद गमन यात्रा में कोई नहीं मिला। केवल 6 लोग दिल्ली के जो शोधकर्ता थे वही मिले।
अच्छा। So just think about it, how much humbling it is to see such people. 14 months, he has finished 10,000 plus kilometers. Even if you have a little bit of pride thinking I am doing Narmada Parikrama, everything will get dissolved, saying, look at this person, he has done 10,000 kilometers in 14 months and he is happily done. And it is no that's not a proper track. There's not a proper route. So there's not enough, facilities to stay and this and that. But this is our Bharat. If somebody is doing sadhana, the society will support. And his name is Swami Komalananda. Karnataka. He's from Karnataka. And he said that, especially he said in Chhattisgarh, he said the best experience he had is in Chhattisgarh. We don't even expect that, huh? He said in Chhattisgarh I had the best experience. He said मुझे कोई दिक्कत ही नहीं हुई और मुझे बुला बुला के लोग बोलते थे कि आप आओ आज हमारे घर आप रहो और हमारे साथ भिक्षा करो. This is our Bharat. How deeply they will value spirituality, and anybody who is doing this type of a sadhana, they are happy. They will support how much ever they can. They support. So this was again very nice to meet him, Swami Komalananda, and just see how Bhagwan makes things happen. One Jata Jutdhari Baba has come and he told him, and next day morning so he went, and this Komalananda after that is for few months he's like that thinking I have to go, I have to go. See how Bhagwan inspires people. So these are all beautiful aspects. There are a few more. I will announce some 1 or 2 more satsang dates. Till Amarkantak I have to take you. And that is my way of reflecting and doing this sadhana. So I will announce 1 or 2 more satsang dates and we will continue the journey. Many more exciting things are there. But today we will stop here. If anybody has any questions, you are welcome to ask. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. I got to tell you that I met him, this Swami Komalananda, and this place where I met him, this is Dhareshwar. There's Dhareshwar Shiva Mandir. That's where I met him. And with Dhareshwar Shiva Mandir to reach was a very interesting story. I'll just take 2 minutes and tell you. So I reached this particular place where this river was there. And 1 kilometer ahead is this Dhareshwar Mandir, and the river flows in between. So you have to cross that river. And there's a Darukeshwar Shiva in Dhareshwar. And Pitamali is the place where one has come. It is almost 7 o'clock in the evening. We had to cross. So I decided I don't want to cross. Night time, who will go there? No point. So Narmada Mandir was there. I said, I will stay here. But I think they did not have a facility for us to have whatever, bhiksha or something or stay. I don't know what, they had a challenge. They were insistent कि नहीं हम आपको रास्ता बता देंगे, आप पहुंच जाओगे, 1 ही किलोमीटर है. And one gentleman came also to leave. So he walked and he brought me to the Pitamali, that river on the banks there, and crossing over. See, when you have to cross a river, it's very difficult because in the night we will not know how deep is the river. So he showed there are these 5 stones. You go across, you walk on those, you will reach. Stones are visible there. But water flows on these stones, and so there will be moss, it will be slippery. And it's night time. And if you slip there, you are in the river. And you don't know how deep it is. So he was insistent, नहीं आप चले जाइए, पहुंच जाओगे, हो जाएगा. Chalo, Narmada Ma's grace, take her name and just go with the bag, with the shoes in one hand, with the stick in one hand, somehow managed, slowly went, took some 20 minutes or something and crossed. Reached the Dhareshwar Shiva, finished. Like that, there are instances which happen on this parikrama where once will be tested also. Then when I reached Amarkantak, there in Amarkantak, I saw a big board. There's one lady called Water Woman of India. I have not done research on her. You can do if you want. She is called, her name is Shipra. So she has taken up this Ram Vangaman Path Yatra. So she's supposed to be the first woman who is doing Ram Gaman Path Yatra. So they had put up some board and all that, and welcome to Amarkantak and all that. So one is this Komalananji, and second is this Shipra, the lady who is now taken it up now. So there are sadhaks like that who are doing sadhana. Inspiring to know all this. So I just thought I will tell you that. Hari Om.